The Lockdown, written and performed by Chris and Kate Hudson. Episode 4, The Next Holiday.
Oh, we would have been on holiday now if it weren't for the bloody coronavirus. I was really looking forward to getting away to the countryside for a bit. Instead of that, we're stuck in here on lockdown.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The woods, the rivers, the green grass, the mosquitoes.
You were unlucky last year. I think they must have taken a liking to you. They made some lovely patterns on your legs.
Well, I'm pleased you appreciated the artwork, but I counted 58 bites on my legs and the itching nearly drove me nuts.
I told you not to scratch, but you didn't listen, as per usual.
Well, anyway, next time we'll stock up on mozzie spray.
I know. Let's plan something for later in the year. A belated holiday, life after the virus. That'll cheer us up.
Good idea. I like it. But let's do something different. We always go to the beach or to the countryside. How about an activity holiday?
Holidays are for relaxing and unwinding, and that doesn't include visiting the local hospital's casualty department. Katrina's husband took them all on an activity holiday last year, rock climbing in the Snowdonia National Park. She ended up with a plaster cast on her leg, and 2 of the kids were traumatised by seeing their mum fall 20 metres off a rock face. They're still in therapy.
Yeah, well, they were just unlucky. Look, these holidays can be real bonding experiences, and they're character building too.
Yeah, my character is already fully formed, thank you, and I think I'll have had all the bonding with you I need after coming out of this lockdown. What I'll need, and you too, is to go somewhere where we can regenerate ourselves, heal ourselves, re-engage with our spirits.
Oh, you mean somewhere with a bar then?
Oh, refreshments will be an important part of it, yes. Anyway, I'm not the only one. I've never seen you turn down the odd bottle of wine when we're on holiday.
There's nothing odd about the wine I drink. As it happens, I like to think of myself as a bit of a wine buff. Drinking it is only part of the enjoyment. It's all about the region it comes from, the soil and the grape. Yes, I've learned a fair bit about my wines over the years.
Oh, yes, I can tell. You know exactly which shelf all the wine under €5 is in every one of our local supermarkets.
Very funny. Look, there's a big difference between your everyday wine and a wine to savour.
Well, I've never noticed you savouring wine. It usually goes down quicker than I can pour it.
Yes, well. I've got it. A holiday that will please us both. How about a wine tasting holiday in France? We can rent a gîte in a wine-producing area and use it as a base to tour the local vineyards. On bikes! What do you think?
Oh, it was all going so well until you mentioned bikes. Have you forgotten the last time we rode bikes in France? I got my front wheel stuck in a railway track on the jetty as we got off the ferry, and I fell off, and you had to repair my handlebars, not very successfully, I might add. And when we did eventually get going, you moaned all the way to the village we were heading for, saying you didn't realise there would be so many hills in France.
Do you remember the next day I said we'd get the train back to the port instead of biking it? And what really got me was it only took 25 minutes to get there. It had taken the whole of the day before to ride it. Perhaps you're right. Let's take the car this time.
Yeah, good thinking. Now, which part of France shall we go to? I fancy somewhere chic, somewhere that we can pamper ourselves a little. There's Paris, the Côte d'Azur, even Monaco.
Oh, trust you to think of all the most expensive places we could go to. What was it you said we needed to do? Regenerate ourselves, heal ourselves, re-engage with our spirits? Well, I don't think you'd find much of that stuff in those places. More like we'd bankrupt ourselves, get sick, and have nervous breakdowns.
Yeah, you're right. We need to get away from cities and all the hustle and bustle. What we need is a lovely rural area where we can get back to nature.
Ah, now that's more like it. We've never had a naturist holiday.
Oh, why is it that you have to twist everything I say so it appeals to your smutty side?
There's nothing smutty about naturism. It's all about getting back to nature and appreciating the environment.
Yeah, I can just imagine the parts of the environment you'd be appreciating.
OK, all right. I misunderstood what you meant about getting back to nature.
Well, hang on. hang on. Maybe there is something in what you said. And at least we'd get an all-over tan. Yeah, let's send for some brochures.
Whoa. Slow down. I was only joking. I didn't mean... You wouldn't, would you?
See? You're not as adventurous as you like to think. You're actually quite conventional, aren't you? Your face was a picture. Don't worry. We'll find a nice little sheet all on our own somewhere. But let's send for those brochures. Maybe next year?